What is going on, guys? It's 21 Maxwell here, and welcome to episode 5 of my Manchester United Administration Challenge. This month has been December, so it's been a long month, a lot of matches, and look at that, guys, a simply superb month. Somehow, someway, we've managed to win every single game in the month of December. We beat Hull, we beat Fulham, Dortmund, Everton, Tottenham, Aston Villa, Newcastle and Crystal Palace. It's been a phenomenal run. We've had to use every player under the sun because obviously it's a small squad and fatigue has took a chunk out of the squad. So we'll start off with the home game against Hull, which was a nice convincing 3-0 victory. We had the nearly goal thanks to Danny Welbeck. We then get a wee bit lucky with an Alan McGregor own goal after 33 minutes before substitute Jesse Lingard, the young local lad with the third, made it 3-0. And it really just showed with the amount of shots we had, 25 shots to their 6, 58% possession to their 42. We were all over them, and in the end, we got the nice 3 points there. You see, we gave a game there to Aaron Cresswell. Tom Cleverley played 90 minutes, and then the run-outs to Jesse Lingard and our new Mr. Versatile, Ashley Young, who in this month alone has played the number 10 role. He's played left wing, he's played right wing, he's played left back, I've had him at right back. The only place I haven't played him centre mid, up front, and centre back as well, and in goals. So that was a good victory to start the month off. We then carried that momentum into a home game against Fulham, where that guy Danny Welbeck, scoring twice, first in the 19th minute, and then the decisive goal in the 94th minute. Adnan Januzaj scoring after 33. This game gave chances to Michael Keane at right back. Nick Powell came in instead of Tom Cleverley, and the usual subs of Giggs, Zaha and Ashley Young come on. So Kazami scored a good goal for Fulham. Overall 2 on shots to 12, 55% possession. Good victory, happy with that. Then the big one, a must-win game against Borussia Dortmund. Now you're looking at this, right? You're thinking 3-0. Must have dominated that. Far from it. I'm going to show the highlights in key, and you're just going to see how much of a pain in the arse Dortmund were before we finally broke them through Wilfried Zaha and then the double from Ashley Young. So we're going to watch the game. I'm going to quickly pause the game to slow it down a little bit just so we can see it. Now you see right for the start, Blasachowski causing a bit of problems down the right hand side. Next up, we're going to have a couple of opportunities here. Januzaj into the hands of Weidenfeller. I think we hit the post at least 3 times in this game. We hit the crossbar once. I think we may even have a goal disallowed before we finally break them down and then they start to panic. But they've got a lot of attacking players on show, and we've just got Danny Welbeck saves his first chance, Weidenfeller saves it. They've got Gundogan playing, Lewandowski, Marco Reus, Hummels is in there, Sahin's playing, and a lot of quality. And again, a great run here for Valencia, ball in, Welbeck, bang, there's the first one that hits the post. And then they finally get the ball clear, so it's still not looking like it's going to be our day. Welbeck's in again, good tackle, Valencia, and then Welbeck hits the crossbar yet again from another header. That's another chance gone wasted, and this is still the first half. So you're getting to that kind of stage, you're like, we're not going to score here. And of course, remember, when you're against Dortmund, the team is always going to counter attacks, so you can't exactly just power forward against them, because with the quality of Lewandowski, any opportunity they get, he's going to take it. But it was interesting how it was going to line up against him, considering they had Kagawa as well. So you're talking Kagawa, Sahi, and Gundogan pulling strings in the middle of the park against like Nick Powell and Michael Carrick. So a good save there from David De Gea. We even get Cleverly playing, so that just shows you how stretched we were here. Blasachowski then loses out to Coentrell. So we're still 0-0. We're into the second half now. Still can't get by them. A wee run with the pay, gets it to Nick Powell, and then Captain Clevs wins the free kick. I think he was captain. See Cleverly with a chance. He's hit the crossbar with his header. So when that happened, I'm like, this is just not going to happen for us. It's just not going to be our day. It just did not look like we were going to get a victory at all. We made a couple of subs. We brought the likes of Ryan Giggs in and Ashley Young. Then Ashley Young to Zaha. One sub to another. We finally break them down. 66 minutes. When he cuts in for the left hand side and scores in. Ashley Young, his free kick somehow just bounces off a Roman Weidenfeller and into the back of the net. Can't imagine him doing that in real life, but we'll take it. Then Johic has a chance. He hits the crossbar. So there's that still little sense of panic, like, oh shit, they could get back in this. But the likes of Young, Zaha and Giggs were actually game changers for us. It was a triple sub. I thought, why not? We need to go for this. And basically try and kill this game off, because a draw wasn't good enough. It had to be a win, and quite convincing win, to finish second in the group and to get into the last 16. And with Sociedad against Cisca, it wasn't even in our hands. So Zaha puts it in, and then Ashley Young, of all people, I mean Ashley Young, come on, he gets the double, and that makes it Man United 3, Dortmund now leaving the chances for more. Ashley Young again in the run, and captain Tom Cleverley, unlucky, and Valencia's rebound hits the side net in the legs of the match because there was no other action. But a good 3-0 victory nonetheless, and as a result of that, we finished second in our group. And in a bit of luck, somehow Victoria Plitzen won their group, and we've drawn Victoria Plitzen in the knockout round. So a good chance, despite having a depleted squad, we could at least make the last 8 of the Champions League, and the fact we're going to lose one of PSG, Chelsea and Madrid and Arsenal and Juve Bayern as well. We could do okay in this competition. It will be interesting when we play like say Barcelona or Real Madrid, but that's for further down the line. We'll worry about that later on. After that game, Dortmund, we took on Everton at home. Very lucky again. James McCarthy gave them a 1-0 lead. I'm thinking, oh no, this isn't going to be our day. Until super sub Ashley Young comes on, scoring after 69 minutes, and then my other super sub, Juan Cuadrado, wins us the game with 15 minutes to go. Very lucky there. Of course, that's same with the likes of Fellaini and that back, but we just managed to scrape the win. And then the tough one. Now this really shocked me. I was going to this game with a central midfielder, Tom Cleverley and Nick Powell. I was expecting Tottenham to run over us, absolutely pump us. Not the case. An even contest before captain Tom Cleverley scores in 55 minutes, and then Chris Smalling on 86. Let's have a look at captain Tom's goal. I just couldn't get it. It was Tom Cleverley. It's a good build-up play. Januzaj to Raphael. It comes back from the knockdown from Zaha, and Tom Cleverley blasts into the back of the net of all people. Captain Tom Cleverley just, the thought of that. It was a good 2-0 victory. It gives a chance to give runs out to Jesse Lingard and Ryan Giggs and Depay, but an outstanding victory there. Next up was a trip to Villa. Again, they had more of the chances. We just took ours. Danny Welbeck again, 21 minutes, 1-0 win. Can't argue with that. I think Villa's the game we had to start playing some youngsters. No, sorry, it's Newcastle. Yep, Newcastle, the home game. Due to a lot of injuries, we had to end up, well, not injuries, more fatigue. We had to play the likes of Aaron Cresswell for the start, Jesse Lingard. We played Darren Fletcher at centre half. I had Butner at attacking mid left. I had to bring on Liam Grimshaw for his debut and Joe Rothwell. But thankfully, Danny Welbeck scoring twice before Lloyd Remy pulling one back. But that's brilliant. The fact that a fringe team from Man United with Darren Fletcher at centre half and a couple of debutants still beat Newcastle. In fact, what it was is we had De Vrij and Smalling on low fitness. So De Vrij played 45 minutes, Smalling played 20 minutes, and then Liam Grimshaw just finished the game when the game was like 2-0. And then our final game, a trip to Palace. More a first team there. We brought on the likes of Wilson and Yanko just to fill up the bench just in case, but the first team done the business. And goals from Memphis Depay, Wilfried Zaha, Raphael and an Adnan Januzaj penalty. Gave us a 4-0 victory, somehow 21 shots to 9, but I'm more than happy if we dominated them. We got the job done. And meaning, as we are now into the start of January, with only Liverpool and Man City as the next two games, Liverpool being the FA Cup tie, we are sitting 5 points clear. 6 clear of Chelsea, albeit with a game in hand, but this isn't a normal Man United team. Is this just maybe showing that Man U is too overpowered in this game? Considering the key performers for my team this season, top goal scorer is Danny Welbeck with 16, then Adnan Januzaj with 7. And then you're getting chip-ins for the likes of Depay, Zaha, Young, Smalling, Cleverley, Lingard. And then you look at it for average rating. My best players have been Raphael, Smalling, Januzaj, Carrick, Coentrao, Welbeck. It's just crazy to know that a depleted Man United team, missing all its firepower, is still probably good enough in this game to win the league. It's crazy, and hopefully, with 18 games to go, we can keep this up and we can somehow win the league and get back to the Champions League. Well, back to challenging for all things, and putting a proper challenge into the Champions League. So I think in the end, The likes Cleverly, etc. will just get done by the likes of Xavi and Iniesta. But it's crazy to think you take good players out. Januzaj's development's come right on. He's up to nearly 18 million, starts going on a good wee bit. Raphael's improved a shit ton, up to 22 million value. He's only 23. Apart from that, I'd probably say Welbs. Looking to get to that 4.5 star ability, 14 goals in 19 league games. Is that target, man? It's just crazy for Danny Welbeck. So I said that's us for this episode, guys. I said it's been a good month. I'm hoping we've been unbeaten since end of Norwich, which was the 30th of November. If we can keep that run up for a couple of games more. So we have a busy month in January, a lot of big fixtures in there, and then day games in February. Chelsea, Stoke, Arsenal, Liverpool. That's going to be massive. At least we know to finish the season after we play Liverpool on the 22nd, the biggest team we've got is Tottenham. The rest are all beatable, which means we could see some rotated teams if we have some progression in the Champions League. So thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully the next episode will be up on Friday, Saturday-ish, I think it should be scheduled for. And until then, just take it easy, and I'll speak to you again real soon. Bye bye.